Well, the demonstration is over, and I'm sitting here with Chelsea at Stony Brook, right?
Yep.
And Chelsea, you are the satellite coordinator volunteer.
I work for Urban Youth.
You work for Urban Youth.
Right.
And what do you do here on the property?
So for the last 3 years, we've been doing after-school programs for kids. What they do is they come here, we do games, crafts, life skills, devotion with kids, teach them about Jesus. Really our mission is to love, equip, and empower inner city kids and their families for their God-given purposes. So we do that through a variety of different things. We have drumming classes, dance classes. So we really try to offer the kids as much as we possibly can.
And you know what really touched me, I just met you the other day, and you were talking about the great programs that you have on the inside here, and you've gotten help. You came in, you fixed this up, and the beautiful walls. It's air conditioned, and it just feels really good. And but telling me you were kind of sad on one hand because of the playground. Take it from there.
Yeah, I mean the playground has always been an issue since I've been here. I mean I can't count how many events we've had and kids have got glass in their foot, or they've gotten their cuts on their arms or legs from the slide, or something that's in the dirt. How many bottles we've picked up from out there, broken glass, needles, all kinds of things like that. So it's sad that the kids can't just go out there and know they're not going to get hurt when they're just trying to play and have fun.
And the children, when they do go, of course, unsupervised, you're not here, they're playing in the dirt.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
And that's
the only
sad.
option. I mean, it's all dirt out here.
And I know that there's great people out there, great businesses. Probably when they see this, they'll probably say, you know what, we're just going to go do this. And we would appreciate that. But I would think that the management, the ownership, or whatever ship that has anything to do with Stony Brook ship, SHIP, ought to say, you know what, these are our residents. They pay rent here. Why should we have to ask for some multi-million-dollar corporation company to come in and put a playground in for our kids? But somebody's got to do it.
Right, yeah.
And I don't really care who would do it,
right,
who does it. But I'm just saying we have to have this now,
right,
for our kids. And you've reached out to some of the major businesses and said that they could partner with you to get a playground to get the kids out of dirt, and you haven't heard back from them.
I think it's really big, you're doing these videos and stuff on the playground because people can see it. So you're just talking to people they don't understand, or not seeing the kids, or making that personal connection. Wow, like these are the kids I would be helping if I gave X amount of dollars or brought volunteers and supplies out to build this with the community together. So I think that's really the big key that we've been trying to do, is get as many people out here as we can to see this community that's right in their backyard.
Because seeing is believing.
Yeah.
And even today, even at the demonstration, we went over, and I'm sure somebody's posted on Facebook, this great big rat.
Yeah.
Have you actually seen rats here yourself?
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding?
All along the walls of just running around. Especially
Wow, on the outside.
At dusk time they kind of
Really?
running around. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What have you heard some of the tenants talk about the mold in the apartments?
Yeah, we have community meetings in here about once a month, and that's roaches and mold are the two things that come up at every meeting. And it's just.
And now we have several people told me about the lack of air condition, and that's horrible. But the playground is mainly your focus because you have the children. How many children do you have here? And you're working, doing such a great job.
Yeah, last year we had 90 enrolled students. But our heartbeat at Urban Youth is the kids, but I really have a passion for the parents, because most of them are single parents. They're trying to raise their kids in the best manner they can, but if you don't have AC and you've got roaches and rats running everywhere.
And mold in your apartment.
Yeah, mold. What kind of, environment is that for your kids? So I feel for these parents. So we try to have, safety in the home classes come out in simple ways for them to do their part in the mold issue, but it's much bigger than their part at this point.
And you know what? I've gone around and visited some of the homes here. People have fans. Yep. They have window air. One of our people from the mayor's response team was telling me a mother, a 4-month-old baby, had to take her 4-month-old baby to the emergency room because of respiratory conditions, because of no air. Yeah. And I felt so sorry for her. If I had the money, I would go buy her, that one person in air, and I still may do it. And if somebody out there want to do that and just help out until we can say to the management and the ownership, listen, you got to do something about this. This is not anyone's responsibility. Other people pay their rent. And the last time I checked, you pay your rent for air, you pay it for a nice clean place, you pay it for roach-free, rat-free, mold-free, you pay it for full security. And you owe that to the tenants. Now, you were telling me also that you have, gone to the management many times, and you feel like you get frustrated because their hands are sort of full. They kind of say, what happens?
I have a really good relationship with the ladies in the office, and my heart does go out for them because they're so understaffed. There's so many problems in this place. It's like, where do you begin? What are their priorities? Two people can only do so much. And I feel that being out here, one person and a couple staff members and volunteers can only do so much. We're trying to grow our program, get more volunteers. So I feel that with
Oh, I kind of lost you for a few seconds. Someone kind of interrupted, and you were basically saying the management are some great, wonderful people, wonderful ladies. I mean, they've always treated me well whenever I've come in here, but their hands are tied. They can't. They're not the ones to put air in. I mean, it comes from the ownership.
They've left in tears many times after conversations with them. They're like, we're trying to do all that we can,
right,
in the timely manner that we can. But they only have so much power. They only have so
right.
much.
So I'm not here to blame or shame the managers because they have to deal with day-to-day operation of Stony Brook. I'm sure they're doing a good job and doing the best they can. But we just need the money to trickle down to get people in air. Point blank period. Get them in air and get them out of here. Or give them a voucher. Get them Section 8. But, who in 2016 in America, in one of the richest counties in the nation, is Palm Beach County? No one. And we're in air now. We're in air. And we're in, what do you call this beautiful room here?
This is the community center, so this is our multi-purpose room where we do games and crafts with the kids every week.
Wow, and it's nice and clean and people can see. This is the community room here in Stony Brook, the air. And did you have air when you came in?
Yeah.
You had air.
Yeah. It's gone out a couple times, but they've always tried to work with us as much as they can because they know we have kids coming in here every day. This is a safe place for them. So really trying to keep it up and running.
Wow.
So hope they have a heart for people. So just trying to same heartbeat, making Jesus the center
And what made you come to the demonstration today? Because I wasn't expecting to see you. I said, oh, she's probably scared to come. She probably think they're going to lose her job or they're going to kick her out or whatever. But you came. And why did you come to join us today?
I mean, over the 3 years, like I said, I really have a heart for the adults here. So I've made a lot of friendships over the years. I've heard a lot of the heartache and the stories and, the hopelessness. So I really wanted to come today to stand by my friends hand in hand and be like, I'm here for you. We're listening. God's got you. We're here and we're going to do everything we can to get you in a good living condition.
And the wonderful thing that I hear you talk about often is this: not only are you doing the academics and tutoring, but you're introducing Jesus Christ to the children here. And the Bible says, except you become as a little child, you cannot enter this beautiful, I'm just looking at the walls here, cannot enter into the kingdom. Well, not only enter, you can't even see the kingdom. And Jesus says, suffer little children come to me. But such is, did you know I was a preacher?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay. I didn't want you to think, oh, he's quoting all this scripture. Oh, you've been checking me out. Well, let me just say this in conclusion. We're here, and we're here for the long run. We're not going anywhere at all. We will be here tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Our demonstrations will continue twice a week, and then Wednesday will be prayer day at 12 o'clock. We'll be here at 5 o'clock from 5 to 6 tomorrow, right here in Stony Brook, located 1555 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. will be here Mondays and Fridays, and Wednesday is prayer day. But I wanted to let the people know that there is a bright side of Stony Brook, and the bright side is Chelsea, who is doing the work. It's all about Jesus, isn't it?
You've got to point out, the hope that, the little things that are happening, the little glimmers of hope, that you guys coming out here has been a huge answer to prayer, trying to get more people to see what's going on here and to come and join hands with us.
Well, my voice is just about gone because I was trying to preach my way and say my way to heaven this morning, but I didn't make it. But do you sing that song to adversaries? Yes, hand in hand together. And with God on our side, we will have the air. The rats will be gone, the mold will be gone, the roaches will be gone. We'll have a new playground, new equipment, full security. Let me ask you about security. Do you think we should have full security here, not just a few hours, but what about around the clock? Would that?
Yeah, I've so many stories of parents, and even being out here during program, there's so many things that happen in broad daylight, and so people just assume, oh, well, we have security at the, late hours of the night when it's dark up until, midnight or 1 or whatever it is. That's not the only time things are going on. That's not the only time kids could be at harm. So I think, that's a huge thing is just knowing, so moms, you know, can have the security, like, my kids can go outside and play, and I know there's going to be security patrolling, so my kids
just need security. Yeah. And a lot of problems with people coming out that don't even live here that creates problems. Exactly. But let me just digress for a second. I want to thank Ty Hannon. I think his name of the organization is Strive for Change. He bought 180 hot dogs himself, and we fed the children hot dogs. And I want to thank the Faith Place drumline. And then when they started playing, the kids came from everywhere. It was a great time. I think when the rats and the roaches heard the drums beating, they ran. But people, come join us tomorrow, 5 to 6, right here as we continue to press the ownership to do better. And I know they can do better. Just put the air in the people apartments. Give us full-time security. Do something about the mold. Do something about the rats and roaches. And just get a new playground and put new playground equipment there. Get these children out of dirt. That's not asking a whole lot. No, and that can be, everything I just said can be done in 1 week. Period. This is America. It has to be done. Thank you, and thank you for your courage again, okay?